My biggest gaming disappointment of 2014 is Hyrule Warriors. I nearly played every Zelda game out there, and I'm just not into hack and slash. Not in a Zelda game, come on. I'm too much of a traditional Zelda fan to really like this. Just give me the wonder of exploring Hyrule peacefully. I can't wait for the next year's new open world title.
My biggest game disappointment of 2014 is the new Warcraft expansion, Warlords of Draenor. As much as Tim and Robert might hate me for this one, well, they're addicts. You never trust anything an addict says. So I was off of Warcraft for 5 years, and then I realized that Manoroth was coming back with this expansion, and all of my favorite parts of the Warcraft lore were being revisited, so I bought the game. And some game time. But this expansion just didn't hook me in. Of course it didn't have any new races, and it didn't really have anything new that it brought with that expansion. I ended up playing things from Mists of Pandaria, like building a panda and a monk and doing the Pokemon stuff, rather than actually visiting the things that were from Warlords of Draenor.
My biggest disappointment was actually quite recently at the PlayStation Experience, where Sony, for the second time, allowed Shinji Hashimoto to take the stage for an announcement. The first time was at the PS4 reveal last year in 2013, where he had an announcement for an announcement. This year, trolling the entire audience online and offline, with the Final Fantasy VII port to be released digitally on PlayStation 4. You just don't do that to people, Hashimoto-san. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. And Sony. I don't even want a Final Fantasy remake, but who does the Square Enix PR? You could hire me instead, you know. But with that said, you do get my Troll Award of 2014. It will go great next to one I gave you last year.
Although I was surprised by the lack of content in Destiny, I have to go with Assassin's Creed Unity as my biggest disappointment of the year. The game is still a broken mess, and it's unbelievable that Ubisoft thought they could ship it in this state.
My biggest disappointment of 2014 has to be Assassin's Creed Unity. I've been so excited about playing this game. I've been so hyped to be able to play it on my PlayStation 4. And in the end, it was nothing but disappointments.
I thought Unity would be absolutely epic thanks to the power of the next-gen consoles. And of course, it takes place in their own country, so they wouldn't mess it up, right? But they did.
The game kept crashing, my PlayStation 4 kept crashing. I even completely reinstalled my PS4 because maybe there was a mistake somewhere, I don't know. And no, there wasn't, because no other game crashes on my PS4. So I'm now waiting until January or February or March, sometime later, early next year, and I will try it again. If it doesn't work, then I will just break the disc and start crying.